It is rather weird starting a season without a transfer special. But when you go through that much Europa Conference League, and when the season starts so damn late, I've played through 2.5 months since you last saw me. I've made 2 signings. Because the transfer window closes not long after the European stuff's over. So, yeah, just straight into 2 games then, I guess. Hello, my name's Damien, I'm the Network Football Manager, and welcome back to College 75. And yeah, we're in mid to late October, and it's time to start the season. And one of the 2 signings is done pretty much purely for my own personal enjoyment, and is unlikely to do any good to the side at all. Thank you for the notes regarding the sound. I have moved the microphone much further away, and I have turned the maximum sound down in OBS, so hopefully it won't crackle at the top end quite as badly. I have given it a tiny test run, but really not much. So it is still a work in progress. More notes. Talk to me. How is it now? Is it better? Is it worse? Is it loud enough? Is it too loud? Is it quiet enough? Etc, etc. Do you wish it was way quieter? If so, just mute. Because, you know, I don't like the sound of my own voice either, but apparently some of you guys do. You keep watching my videos. I'm going to put this right at the top of the episode as well, because I always put it at the back of the episode when a lot of people might have switched off. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate seeing all those view counts, because this series is doing better than any series I've ever had before. Lovely. It's really lovely. And I know a lot of you don't comment. That's your own prerogative. If you'd like to get involved in the chat, I don't bite, I promise. Come and have a chat. But if you don't want to, if you don't feel comfortable, maybe you don't have an account or whatever, that's fine. I really appreciate you simply turning up and watching. And I want to say that now, so it doesn't get lost in the end credits, so to speak. That bit's out of the way, let's talk about the transfers. And like I say, one of them is purely for my own entertainment. Because we've signed Luke Jeffcott, Plymouth Argyle legend. Legend's pushing it, because he's still only 21-ish. But, yeah, he's not desperately good, but he's Luke Jeffcott, because that's why I wanted to sign him. And my before anyone shouts at me for realism, my manager is a Plymouth Argyle fan, I think. I'm pretty sure he is. Let's double check that that's accurate. Biography. Oh. There's definitely a place where you can look at what is favorites. History, no favorites. Well, there used to be a place where you could look up what his favorite club was. I'm pretty sure I put myself down as a Plymouth Argyle fan. Well, there's actually one way to tell what am I subscribed to in the news page, which is there. I'm going off on a tangent already, I know. But social feed, subscribe to, well, Niall Ennis, who's a suggests that I am. In fact, there you go, Plymouth, there you go. So yes, that makes it realistic. Plymouth Argyle fan would not look at Luke Jeffcott being out of contract and go on then. That's just realism. So yeah, he's not very good. But he's got 12 finishing, 10 composure. Reasonably determined. His heading's not bad. His penalty taking is brilliant. His set pieces aren't bad in general terms. Off the ball, good teamwork, good work rate, good. Physically, not what he could be. I think this is extremely harsh on the player we're talking about here. Anyone who follows League One football, he's got a few goals. He's not brilliant, but he's got a few goals. This is harsh. He is a League One striker. Anyway, there's my boy. Played, 163 appearances. Total minus 21 for Truro is 142 appearances. Legend's fair enough. Got promoted to the Championship and then didn't get a game. Kind of harsh. 2 and 25, 4 and 25, 6 and 28. But again, realism. That's a season that wasn't on the game. 16 and 41. Seasons when he was on the game, suddenly he's not scoring goals. I'll have him. I don't care. He's only on I think he might even be on non-contract. Yeah, he's on non-contract. He's on a fairly hefty appearance fee. No, it's only a 60 quid appearance fee as well. Delightful. We'll keep him. The other one is Jimil Chikukwa, who is a Nigerian, I think, who I managed to convince to become a Gibraltarian. He's played up the right wing for Gibraltar a few times, not a lot of times. He's only 22. physically lovely. The rest of it, no. Like, he's not determined enough. He's got a bit of flair, but that's about it. And his technicals are shot. Like, he can run with the ball a bit, and that's literally it. But a pacey right winger backup option, I'll take him. And in fact, he's been playing for the Rezzies because the Rezzy season starts in like June. 7 goals, 1 assist in 16 appearances. Nope, wrong line. 3 goals, 3 assists in 8 appearances. Honestly, slightly better. So we'll see how he goes. But he's going to have an option up the right wing, no question. That's it. The rest of them I talked about already. I'm pretty certain I told you about Keith Heaton, 19-year-old Canadian centre-half. If I didn't, there he is. I'm pretty certain I did talk about him, though. History is there. Seacoast United, Phantoms, Montreal Academy. I'm sure I did. Apart from that, is there any other news to talk about? Financially, £411,000 in the bank. The board will not talk about anything. The board will not accept requests. There is currently negotiations for a takeover going on. There's not been any, they're going to pump money into the club stuff, which is frustrating. And more frustrating is it's one of those takeovers that's been going on for about 2 months. Like, it's constantly, it's on the rocks. It's looking good. It's on the rocks. It's looking good. So at some point, we're going to have new owners. When that some point is, no idea. Will I get sacked? Possibly. Sometimes that happens. Look at Hull City. We still have the best coaching staff apart from sports scientists. Well, because we have no sports scientists. In fact, the fact that we are above average, second in the league, despite not having a sports scientist of any kind, tells quite a lot about the standard. Job security-wise, everyone else is fully on a job. You'd expect that season hasn't started yet. You can start to see the 3 big clubs. Obviously, Lincoln being Lincoln are away and away. But you look at St. Joseph's and Europa are the other clubs with a 1-star rating rather than a half-star rating. Ultimately, we need to improve that. We've got a chance, I reckon, this team, if we look at the squad depth, there's not really anywhere we're missing out anymore. That's the formation I've been just training that this summer because obviously that's my emergency backup tactic. If we go to that one. Yes? Yes. If we go to that one, you can start to see, look, we've got a bit of a gap at left wing. But Grubb can go out there, Galliano can go out there. Even Jeffcott could go out there and he's no worse than he is up front. He can't run, so I don't really see why you'd ever put Jeffcott out there. But apparently he fancies it. He's got a 6 for pace and a 5 for natural fitness. I don't really understand why he'd fancy that. Centre midfield, lots of players of all with very similar levels. I say this every bloody season, don't I? I really, really have to work at rotating them because I'm going to annoy them. And that's 3, 4, 5 centre midfielders. Need to keep them happy. In fact, there's actually Leathers, Grubb, and Heaton. Well, Heaton's a centre half, Grubb's a winger. But Galliano can play holding mid. Get off. Galliano can play holding mid. Dua can play holding mid. Taller and Amrani are more attacking minded. Cottrell's a ball winner, so that's for the other formation. Fullback, we've got 2 spectacular ones, and everything else is negotiable, but that's fine because you hope Mullen and Beckwith. It's only an 18-game season. You'd rather hope they're going to get through the season. Centre halves, Heaton is in charge. Anaya, Hopper, Brito, Cottrell can all play back there. Cottrell not so much, but we've got enough centre halves really to be going on with. Goalkeepers where we're weakest, but we simply don't have the ability to find more goalkeepers. The option to ask for extended scouting range doesn't exist. I guess maybe it's a semi-pro limitation. I don't understand. I don't have the option for them to tell me they're not going to do it. It just doesn't happen. So I can only scout in Gibraltar, and there are only about 6 goalkeepers in Gibraltar better than these 2, and they're all playing for teams like Lincoln and Europa, and teams they're not going to move to us. But I'd say, honestly, I would say that this is a really good side. Those 2-star ratings, don't be fooled. Javi Anaya is a good centre-half. And Jordan Hopper is a good centre-half. He's a right-back, really, but he can play centre-half. And honestly, he's a centre-half. Ethan Brito's a national team centre-half. Left-back, meh. We're all right. I think we're all right. We could do with a goalkeeper and we could do with another centre-half. But those options haven't come up. About not doing a transfer special, right? Let's get on with it. We are away at Links. We're the first game of the season. We played before anyone else. So we can go stay top of the league with a win here. I haven't picked a team yet. We'll get to that in a minute. They've got Jack Spark. That annoys me. I'm pretty sure he beats us quite a lot. And my God, look at their familiarity. Holy smokes. That's a team that hasn't had a transfer in months. So we're going to put Lopez in goal. I realise that doesn't narrow it down. We're going to put Juan Lopez in goal. Beckwith at right back. Which way do you want to go? Keaton is a centre-back who is right-footed, so you can go on the right-hand side. Is that how it works? No, left-hand side. Hopper. Whoops. Not Watson. You're suspended, mate. Heaton. Then Mullen at left-back. Then the ball winner is... Oh, no, I don't want that formation. Idiot. That formation. There's a ball winner? I thought that was centre mid attack and something else. Never mind. Doesn't matter. We'll go with ball winner. Cottrell. Cottrell makes a good ball winner. Doesn't he? Yeah. I'm doubting myself. That's the problem. Is I know what I'm talking about. I just keep doubting myself. Advanced playmaker. Emrani. Actually, Emrani's knackered. Oh, it's only a heavy. That's fine. Right winger will be... Cook? No, Stewart. Stewart up the right wing. Grubb up the left wing. Possibly isn't inverted? Nah. Advanced forward is Williams. Poacher is... Oh, yes. That's a thing that happened. You see, this is the problem. Again, I play to the point where I can record and then turn it off for 3 days. The other thing that's happened is I have had a big falling out with Julian Del Rio. He wanted a new contract and he wanted like 200 quid a week. Which I'm obviously not going to give him. He's on 35 and I offered him 70. And he was like, no. So we're going to get rid of him, really. He's not any better than what we've got. He's a 2-star centre forward, 3-star centre forward. He's determined, yeah, but if he's going to derail the team cohesion, then I'm just going to get rid of him. I can't be bothered. Tom Hewlett's down there as well. I intend to get rid of him when I get a chance. I've lost my team sheet. There we go. So it'll be Williams, and you know what? Poacher, Luke Jeffcott. Why on earth not? We've got Ramage. We can bring up Hewlett back into the main side if we need to. We've got Stewart who can go up there as well. Stewart's a very good striker. And now we've got that new option on the right wing of Chikukwa, and he can play up top as well. We're fine for centre forwards, really. Lopez on the bench with Brito and Ojibodi and Felipez and Dua and Chikukwa and Ramage. It's not a terrible side, you know. I've just read it. I'm not going to read it again. Team selection. That looks familiar. Dale Grubb possibly does want to be an inside forward. Is Mullen any good pushing forward? Can't cross the road. Not particularly quick. Good decision making. Leave him alone. Leave it alone. It'll be fine. I haven't recently been around for Hound Dogs to poach any of their youngsters. I might go do that because I know their youth setup's pretty damn good because I made it pretty damn good before I left. So we might go down there and have a little poach. But until then, I'm not unhappy with this side. This is a side that qualified for Europe through the league last year, but lost in the cup final last year. Had a shot at winning the league last year, and I've made it slightly better. We've hit a purple patch in front of goal recently. It's the first game of the season, and we couldn't hit a cow's arse with a banjo in the last game we played. Are you even joking? Did you notice the 20 whatever shots one on target bit? You tell me. Del Rio, what's the thinking? He's a douche. I mean, he's being rested. Yeah, I picked the team according to the players. Mood in the dressing room, not great. Yeah, it's lovely. We're in a wonderful place. The best thing about team talks is that it's actively encouraged to be an absolute liar. It's great fun. Sanchez hoofs it clear for them. Hopper wins the header easily. Cottrell finds Stewart. Williams inside him. Back to Cottrell. Here's Emrani. Instant pressure. 2.5 minutes on the clock. We're pinning them back. Emrani finds Stewart out wide to Beckwith. In front of Stewart. Can he finish? He taps onto the crossbar, I think, and it's crossed the line. Russell Stewart off an assist from Beckwith. Was that saved onto the crossbar or did he just hit the crossbar? The goalkeeper didn't have a clue. I mean, Gibraltarian goalkeepers, right? This is not one of the ones I was looking at poaching, for the record. I think it's a save. It's hard to tell. But it does, with the backspin, trickle over line. Well, like one of those penalties you see on videos where the goalkeeper runs off celebrating and it backspins into the net. We will chuck a praise out nice and early. Grubb's got a booking in the 4th minute. Spectacular work, sir. The one thing I keep meaning to adjust and I keep forgetting is to widen the attacking width, because we do sometimes sit like all 11 players are inside the 6-yard box for width, and it's not really good enough. What I'm doing with the passing, I know I regularly go, oh, I've forgotten to turn off short passing from the goalkeeper. What I'm doing with that now is I'm basically waiting to see how we do. If we aren't creating chances, I will then knock that off. But if we are creating chances, there's no reason not to start from the back. We're not completely idiotic at the back anymore. I just said that out loud. We tend not to put ourselves in trouble at the back as much as perhaps we used to. Consigliero finds Sanchez. Back to Finlayson. Chips it forward. Hopper with time and space. Nods it down to Emrani. Lovely stuff. Cottrell to Williams, and we're on the counter. Back to Cottrell. Over the top to Williams. That's a 1-2 for you right there. Williams chips it into the crowd. Well, into the burger van. Into the brick wall, really. By the barbecue. Why is there a barbecue at that end as well? El Himadi, Beckwith's on a booking. I smell a red. El Hana. Ooh, is it going to be Grubbs red instead? Hawkins turns and hits one. Lopez makes the save. Out for a corner. How's our shots to shots on target rating? You know we've got semi-pro training, so we've only got like 6 training slots a week, and therefore it's very difficult to focus on anything. After that last game, I spent a month doing nothing but chance conversion training. Just to prove a point, really. I don't know if I got that point or not. Hawkins to El Himadi. El Himadi. Beckwith has to recover. Doesn't get there first, but it sort of bounces off him and Lopez claims it. They've had the one shot. We had 9 shots, 5 on target. That's acceptable. 9 shots, 5 on target is fine. Carlin hoofs one forward. Williams nods it forward-ish. Spark with the chip. I can smell a red. I really can. Beckwith's going to get sent off. I might hook him at half-time. We can't afford to lose him. Beckwith doesn't track him well enough there. El Hamidi fires it just wide. I'm going to hook him at half-time. I just don't trust him. And we can't afford to have him suspended, really. What are we going to say? The defence has been good. Grubb's been poor, but Grubb's the only one that's been poor. So we're going to say, we're doing well, we can do better. Defence, you're doing well. Yeah. In fact, I'm just going to single out Grubb and say, oi, you, sort yourself out. Everyone else keep going. Well, not Beckwith. You don't have to keep going, mate. He's having a good game, though, but I just don't trust. Every time he gets near the ball, I'm just like, no. Ojibodi is a terrible right back, though. Hopper is a good right back. Put Hopper over there and Brito at centre half. There we go. Mullen's looking tired as well. The problem is I have basically had all of the players, instead of doing a pre-season again, because I already did one once, I basically just had all of the players just playing for the under-23 side in the lower league constantly. I don't know if that's going well or not. We want to take off Hopper because he's a booking away from suspension. Really? 70th minute. Let's look at changes. We'll hook Jeffcott, who's not had an inspired debut. No, actually, no, we're going to hook Grubb. Put Jeffcott out on the left wing. Why not? Ramage up top. Are those two better off the other way around? Marginally. So we'll go with that. Other changes. Hopper's not looked great at right back. It's not really his thing, as much as he thinks it is. That's fine. Cottrell's looking tired. That's also fine. We're only 1-0 up, but we'll make that third change. Cottrell off. I brought too many attacking mids. That's fine. Dua can do that job a bit. Yeah, better than Ronnie can. That's fine. In fact, having said all that, let's instead miss the tactics button. Let's change him to a deep lie defend, which is just going to make him more comfortable and also make a little bit more solidity. A deep lie will just sit rather than charging after the ball. Dua intercepts. Stewart lifts it forward. Ramage doesn't compete. Williams will win it and find Ramage. Williams again and Emrani. And it's not a great ball, but it comes back to him. This one's Ramage through on goal. God, he's slow, isn't he? Ramage buries it in the bottom corner. Fair play to you, Brendan. He's slow, though, isn't he? Right, we'll have to remember that. If we're trying to counter-attack, it's not Brendan Ramage for the job. I don't understand how he gets away with that. Because look at that. I mean, Sanchez, he's given a 5-yard head start on Sanchez. And by the time he gets there, he's caught him up. But we're 2-0 up. Let's not mess around. We're 2-0 up. So, I'm going to praise them like I should. And it's a solid 2-0 win away at Links. I keep saying away, like it matters. When can we have our own stadium so it will matter? Very, very, very well done. Spiffing and splendid. Continue. A real buzz around the team, that's because we're loving it. Russell Stewart's early goal, yes, we're very happy. Complete fluke, let's not talk about that. That will do nicely. We've got Europa next, that's less easy, if we're being honest. Jeff Cott makes his debut. Sort of. Right, back for Europa. See you there. So, the board takeover was completed over the last week. And the new chairman has injected some money into the club. He has injected into what, bearing in mind our bank balance was £410,000. He has injected £2,500. Very proud to say that in the news story. I'm delighted to say I've invested 2,500 quid. Cheers, mate. I did go on an asking spree. Professional status? Nope, won't do that. Improve youth recruitment? No, it's plenty good enough already. Is it heck? You can never have better youth recruitment. Come on. I did say youth facilities. Upgrade youth facilities. And we've got this money burning a hole in the bank balance. Just upgrade youth facilities. It took some arguing, but we're there. We're spending £350,000 upgrading the youth facilities. It means it's going to be £100,000 in the bank, which means by the end of the season there'll be nothing in the bank. But we're going to qualify for Europe again, so who cares, right? That's exactly how this is going to go from now on. I also told the press before this game that I intend to win the league. Lopez is in goal. Beckwith, Heaton, Hopper and Mullen at the back four. I don't know why I went right to left this time. Tala and Emrani in the middle. Galliano and Chikukwa on the wings. Williams and Stewart up top. Double check my bench. Lopez is ineligible because he's on loan from this club. We will give him a game at some point, I promise. That's far too many defenders. We don't need that many defenders. We don't need you, Watson. Go away. Dale Grubb. Utility players. Spiffing. Let's go. Another win would be nice, wouldn't it? If we can beat Europa at all, it doesn't have to be comfortable. It doesn't have to be confident. If we can beat Europa, I'll be happy. Outstretched arms. Carry a last performance over. 5. I don't need to say anything to attackers. Let's go. So, let's do this. Now, like I say, this is a kind of test of where we do stand, because Europa obviously are a very good side. They're one of the big bigs. So, we'll see, I guess. That could have been more fluent, couldn't it? We haven't had a shot yet. Oh, there we go, 2 shots. Beckwith for the throw-in. Stewart can bring it down, and does. Turns Oliveira, drives across. Galliano should have headed it back across, really. He's headed it into the little man in the green suit. Unfortunately, that's not the best option. Galliano this time swings it in. O'Driscoll heads away. Williams will go chase. And finds Hopper. Emrani. I have widened the attacking width quite a lot. That's now default. Chikukwa turns Oliveira beautifully into the penalty area. Can he drive one across? Cuts it back. Stewart doesn't quite react fast enough. Hopper. Back to Heaton. Tala. To Emrani. Out wide to Chikukwa. This time, not done. Stewart. Williams, was he onside? He was onside. Emmanuel Williams remembers how to finish. Yeah, he's a very good centre-forward. Do not get me wrong. I think he's a brilliant centre-forward, but he does miss a lot of chances. If he's given time to think about it, he does panic. Chikukwa, that's a clever header there. Just catches the defence off guard. Williams in the bottom corner. B-E-A, beautiful. As of, well, we're going to look at it again, because it's that B-E-A, beautiful. He's clearly onside. Moore's got it wrong. Tafari Moore! Plymouth Argyle something. Tafari Moore. Legend is definitely pushing it. 32. We're going well. We've hit the target once and it went in. So what more do you want, right? I mean, we still don't hit the target often enough. Bearing in mind I no longer use shoot on sight, which I used to use. We do not hit the target nearly often enough. Dressing room. We have to hit the target more often. There you go. Perfect team talk line. We have to hit the target more often. No need for a change. There's some 6-6s out there. That's fine. Tempted to go attacking, I have to say. Blocked away by Hopper. Well, Williams in front of Stewart misses him. Conlon to Bokeh. Ndukwu. Out wide to Oliveira. Beckwith's gone the wrong way. Beckwith has not reacted at all to the fact that someone attacking down his wing. Brown curls one in. Hernandez with a header. He was onside, and it is one each. That's a good solid header. What more can you say than that? Apart from, why don't you do that for your country? Yeah, I mean, Beckwith, he's marking Brown. I don't really know why. That's Heaton's job, really, isn't it? Like, never mind. Chakukwa doesn't come back, but he's on attack, so that's kind of not his fault. Chakukwa does rather prove why he's not a right back, though, as much as he thinks he is. Where's the ball? Down there. What's going on? Beckwith. Who am I? Where am I? Beckwith lifts one forward. Chakukwa brings it under control, finds Stewart. Stewart will hit it. Drives it just wide. Probably not the right decision there. He had space to run into. And hitting the target is again becoming a thing, isn't it? 60th minute. The attackers are doing well. The wingers aren't, particularly Galliano, who's been anonymous. Felipes, get out there and show him how it's done. Please. Please and thank you. Any more? Nothing else yet. I do wonder if benching Del Rio or getting rid of Del Rio is a mistake, I have to say. But the dynamics are too important. At this level, the dynamics are absolutely everything. Felipe has picked up a knock. Oh dear, I'll have to bring him back off again. What's the injury? Potential groin injury. Ouch. Emrani, come off, mate. You can be replaced by Dua. And Grub, you can go have a go. Prove you're better than I think you are. Inside forward attack. Have it. So the idea is increased width inside forward. He's got space to run into. 80th minute. It's still one each. We'll take it if we need it. Mullen throws into Williams. Grub. To Dua. Who's managed to get booked already. Fair effort. Dua. Pick the ball. Someone give him a run. No. Back to Beckwith. Now forward. Chikukwa. Stay on side. He's had a go, has he? What's he done there? That was a cross. Hernandez hacks it clear. Hopper wins it. Nods it to Mullen, who should beat Hernandez there. Early ball in. Keeper pummels it away. Swiderski to Magrurer. And it's going to go the wrong way. Brown lifts it forward. Wakeling looked offside to me. Please be offside. Doesn't matter. Lopez makes a save. Our left back and centre half are both looking tired. There's 5 to play. We've hit the target a couple of times. Hopper fires it forward. This is Williams. Stewart's in front of him. This is he. Stewart is through. Can he finish? Oh, what a miss. What a miss from Stewart. Gotta hit the keeper at least. I know what he's trying to do, but... Oh, that chance. That was everything. But let's be honest. It's a 1-1 draw against Europa. Look at the numbers. We should have won it. Oh, that's painful. What a miss. How big of a moment. It's... Oh, what do we say to that? Because it's true. You could have taken 3 points off Europa and we didn't. And that's going to hurt later, I think. We're still top of the league. Oh, I hope I haven't upset him, but Felipe has pulled his groin. You shouldn't do that in public, champ. That's fine. Hit continue briefly, see if anything interesting comes up. Nothing interesting comes up. Right. Schedule-wise, we've done the first 2, and honestly, might just go straight through to the last 2. One's Carpe and Lions, but they're so far apart again. There's a cup game in there somewhere. Oh, we're straight into the quarter-final of the Rock Cup. Why does that happen? I mean, I'm not complaining or anything, but I'm surprised. So it might turn out to be just Lions and then the first of the split. I don't know. We're going to press on a bit. I don't want to make these seasons too long because we're going to have to get through a lot of them. I will basically judge it on how much spare time I get. Spare time? What's that? No idea. But yeah, so far, so good. Point off Europa. When's Lincoln? Maybe it's Lincoln. That's too soon. I can't come back that soon. We'll play him twice more after that anyway when we qualify for the upper level. Cocky or what? That'll do. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this one, you know the drill. Like it. Subscribe if you're new. Stuff. Hit the little bell. Not that one. I haven't said that in ages. All of that stuff. Be awesome. Be wonderful to each other. Have a splendid time. Whatever it is you're doing and whoever it is you're doing it with. Bye. I kind of derailed that, didn't I? See you Wednesday.